All right, good day or evening, I should say, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for a goddess for you, all right? Let's see what we have for a goddess for the sign of Scorpio. I haven't used this deck in a long time, so I will need the book because this is a lot of damn goddesses to have to memorize. All right, so let's see what we have here for Scorpio. All right, let's do 3 more shuffles. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got mocked. Judgment. That kind of is... All right. Let's get one more out. So, judgment here. We'll see what that's about here. I mean, I've heard of this one. Let's get one more out for Scorpio. One more out for Scorpio. Lilith. Ooh, damn. Equality. Wow. Redemption. All right. We're going to focus on these 2 here. All right. Let's see what's going down here. Because we've got Mott and Lilith. I know everybody has heard of frickin' Lilith. I mean, if you haven't, where the hell you been? All right. Mott. All right. So you could be judging yourself a little too harshly here. All right. You might be a little hard on yourself, Scorpio. There could be somebody keeping the truth from you. Don't be afraid to speak up, because honesty ensures a desired outcome, because it's honest and it's out there. The worst is behind you. Keep your material and spiritual lives in balance. I've said that before. You know, it is very important that no matter how much you level up financially or in your job or amount of money you have come in, don't let it change you spiritually. Don't let it change you in a negative way. All right, get the basic things, you know, like people need houses, right? We need roofs over our heads. I mean, we don't need to. We could build teepees, but really we can't, because the government would probably try to punish us or cite us, give us fine, give us no trespassing, whatever, because they don't want us living off grid. So we need to have a home, right? And me as a mother, I want to be able to leave a home for my children. And this is a big enough house, so it'll work out good. So that was an investment that we did. I always say, you know, some people say, oh, you got a nice house. And I'm like, it's an investment. It is my home, but it's an investment. I don't try to attach myself to things. Everything is an investment in life. All right, you got to have a good running car, especially if you work out of town or, you know, you got groceries, certain things that you got to, yeah, so car and home. Those are the 2 things I really only put my money towards. You know, a lot of my money goes into my savings. And everybody that knows me knows that the more money I have, the tighter I am. And I said, that's how I keep that money, right? I know how to shop in a very, budget, right? So that's what it's all about. Finding that balance and not going too extreme and thinking you need more than what you really need, because you end up exceeding your needs and they end up becoming wants. All right. And these wants really aren't that beneficial to us, especially as we get older. You know, like I want to be able to live comfortably when I can't work anymore. You know, like a lot of people don't think about that, about Social Security. This is the world we fucking live in. It doesn't matter about what our spiritual beliefs say. All right, we got to find a way to have a balance while we're here and be able to live in the 3D world, but yet be spiritual at the same time. So it's about living within your means and not living above and beyond. You know, that is very important. And like I said, having a 401k plan or just having a savings tucked aside, an instant interest savings account. There are banks that will pay you to put your money in their banking. I mean, obviously, I'm not a big fan of banks. I'm just good on having a big safe locked with funds, but everybody's different. But it's very important for that. Retirement. Because one day you will not be able to work, but you're still going to have to pay the light bill. You're still going to have to pay for things, whether we like it or not. This is the world we live in. So those are important. And it is important to teach your children that. That this life isn't just depend on somebody else to do everything for me. Because one day that person may not be there. Or one day that one person can't make ends meet just with them. Because Social Security ain't shit. So we have Lilith here. Don't put yourself down. Don't feel inferior of anyone. Walk your own path. Hold on to your beliefs. Don't be swayed. Don't be swayed by others. You are as good as anyone else. Snake symbols confirm your transformation. Stand your ground for equal anything. Because I'm not a feminist. I despise most of these feminists. Because they want to get paid for jobs that they want to get paid the same as men, but do different jobs. Like the men do the hard work, and the women should just be able to get paid the same by doing less. I mean, I can't. People can say, "Oh, you hate women. How as a woman can you hate women?" I don't hate all women. I don't hate any woman. There's just some women out there that I just dislike. Because they're ugly souls. They're self-centered, they're entitled, and they think everything needs to go their way and they don't need to do a goddamn thing. Like, there's so many, I could speak for an hour on the contradictions and the hypocrisy with a lot of these feminists out here. Like, a man is only good enough when they need him to come fix something or build something or protect them, stuff like that. Because they say they can protect themselves, but in reality, if shit got real, yeah, a lot of these women ain't built for it. The muscle mass, body structure, DNA is all different. Same with brain wiring. We're ruled by emotion. Men are ruled more by just testosterone, masculinity. That rules them. So, all right. Respect is earned if it is given, right? That's kind of how I see it. So Scorpio, you're doing good, all right? Don't put yourself down, boost yourself up, say good things, okay? Now, see, my attention span sometimes is so bad that, I can't even remember what the hell I just said. So yeah, there could be somebody keeping the truth from you. Hopefully that's not true, Scorpio. All right, because that's not good. Right? So let's get for the Lilith, Mott, for Scorpio. Lilith, Mott, equality and judgment. I mean, obviously we should treat one another the same. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Speak about others the way you would like to be spoken about. And accepting that equality isn't doing the same thing as a man. Equality is we each having something to offer to the table. Right? Where the man works a lot of times harder jobs while women tend to work less harder jobs and tend to focus more on the children. We live in a world now where women work, which is fine, right? And it's about creating a balance. It's not about competing with men and men competing with women, because we're not going to get anywhere that way. Because we have to accept our roles. There's a reason why we have a different genetic, biological freaking makeup within us. We have different cells. We grow muscle different. All that stuff. There's a reason our body mass is different. Our bone structure is different. Women are made to procreate, well, it's men too, but, to give birth, to nurture the children and raise them. And the men, you know, they just make sure food's on the table and stuff like that, you know. And now in this modern time, we have more freedom where both can get out and do things like that and build and be the emperor and the empress. Don't be the one that just sits on their ass and does nothing. All right, so for Scorpio. Oofda. For Scorpio. All right. For Lilith and Mott. For Scorpio. Oh my God, we have the freaking Judgment. Look at that. We have the Judgment, and we have the Judgment here. Okay, so I feel like somebody's watching you, Scorpio. And I kind of feel like they're judging you. They're like lurking in the shadows, watching you. I also see they're watching you rise up. So yeah, there's somebody watching you and they're not telling you. They, like I said, it's almost like a shadow, like somebody lurking in the freaking shadows. Like you don't know it. You don't know who's watching you. Like I noticed that on like my freaking Facebook featured photos. Like, who the hell are all you people and why are you clicking on my shit? And who are you? But then it's like, I don't even care. Let them look. You know? It's like, whatever. I'm not going to let that ruin my day. I'm not going to let that shift my energy. Nothing like that here. Ooh, we have the Two of Cups. Ooh. Somebody's watching you that really likes you. Yeah. It could be a soulmate. All right. Wow, with the Ace of Cups. Wow, confirmation message with the Page of freaking Wands. I haven't used this deck in a long time. So I feel like, yeah, it's like somebody's got some feelings for you. Some desire. But I also am getting that you have transformed beautifully. You've learned to love yourself. But I feel like some of you guys are joining forces with somebody. And they're watching you. We have the Ten of Pentacles with the Empress. So this is a beautiful, long, good, fucking abundant, financially stable. It's everything that I said in the beginning, right? Financially stable, balancing career and home, spirituality in the 3D realm. You know, mere material items, finding a balance. Understanding that, yes, we can have these things, but we don't need to get the most expensive, or we don't need to, do we really need that? You know, simple as that. So yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles here, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of abundance here, a lot of good financial stability here, Scorpio. So I feel like somebody is kind of watching you and kind of seeing like, hey, can we live this good life together? We have the Four of Swords. Give me for the Four of Swords. So I feel like somebody just lays around and thinks about you. And kind of fantasizes about what your guys' life could be like, right? And they envision an abundant, fruitful, fertile, Ten of Pentacle life here. Wow, we have the Hierophant. So I feel like, wow, and there's the Emperor. Holy crap. So somebody here, you've transitioned, and I feel like they're transitioning also. Yeah, it's like, but I think you just somebody sits around and thinks about you, or vice versa, lays around and just, yeah. I already forgot what the hell. Yeah, somebody's keeping the truth from you, and I feel like it's how they really feel about you. So maybe you need to be honest, because the worst is behind you. Keep your material and spiritual lives balanced. So I feel like this is, and it's weird because Lilith is right before this card, back to back. What are the odds of that? Maybe this Emperor makes you feel a little, maybe they intimidate you a little bit here. But yeah, it's like this is a divine connection here. They could be like even envisioning you guys like married and living together, house, car, kids, all that stuff. And we have the Ace of Swords here. What the fuck? Somebody here is really realizing something as they level up spiritually. All right, they're attaining a lot more wisdom and knowledge. And I feel like that's helping them. It's like they may have had to take some time out to do some thinking. All right. But I feel like, yeah, it's like they've got something that they need to say to you. What do they need to say to Scorpio? What do they got to say to Scorpio? Ooh, the Knight of Wands. So somebody might be coming in really quick and fast, but they might leave that way too. We have the Temperance. So somebody's got some, wow, with the Eight of Wands here. So somebody here is getting like clarity over something, and that's helping them move here. I feel like there's some divine energies that are nudging them. They're also seeing like the divine within you, that you're a divine being, and this is a divinely spiritual union here, especially with the Two of freaking Cups here. Yeah, we have the King of Cups. I feel like somebody wants to like come towards you. All right. I feel like they really do have feelings for you. They really do want to see if this, wow, has potential. Because I feel like, you know, here, oh, I almost burned my cards. Double aces here. And then the Two of Cups. So I feel like there's a lot of lust, desire. All right. We do have here then the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like something's going to shift here. There's a shift happening. And it could be with the Pisces here. All right. You don't see it coming. It's kind of what I'm getting is you don't see it coming. But it's a solid offer. And it's got a lot. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Why not, right? Scorpio. Look at that. This is your guys' destiny here. Find something passionate that you love to do that can bring in long-term steady income. I'm hoping what I'm going to be starting on will do that, but we'll see. You know, you never know where life's going to take you. But all right, last card here for Scorpio. I feel like you guys are one another's equal here. Like you guys are on like the same wavelength here. It's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, the High Priestess here. Right now, I feel like a lot isn't happening, but I feel like the Pisces here could be like stressing out. We do have Pisces, Taurus, double Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries. Did I say that already? All right. Last card for Scorpio. Last card for Scorpio. We have, wow, the Six of freaking Cups here. Yeah, you guys are soulmates. It's a soul connection here. Things are going to arrive when the time is right, all right? You guys had some growing to do. So after a death comes rebirth, comes an opportunity coming in, all right? So be strong, be brave, all right? Be honest. Honesty is key, so express it. All right, so I'm going to leave that there, loves. All right, feel free to hit that like, subscribe, and share.